Hi, I'm Cameron Tavicoli, and I hope you don't mind the setup I have around me. I wanted to create an aesthetic that is, funnily enough, the opposite of the film we're about to talk about, but also I've been very inspired by Greg Fraser's work on the Batman, and I really wanted to emulate that look. I had to recreate it because I had this set up, but then I went to do a 40-hour film festival, which I just came back from, and now I'm here to film this behind-the-scenes look at this moment, written and directed by Summer Ward. So this film was something I was approached for about a semester, maybe even a year ago. I can't really remember. And from the get-go, I'll always say yes to Summer, and any project she'll give me that she asked me the DP. I love working with her. I love collaborating with her, if not as director, as just overall filmmaker and just with everything. For this film, when I finally got the script, I loved it. It was so positive and optimistic. There is always that sense of sadness that is kind of in the film because of the circumstances that Daphne's in, but it didn't feel like at all like that really mattered. What really mattered was her future and all that stuff. I'm not gonna talk about my feelings about the script, even though I did love it, and I really wanted to create a look that worked for this film, and I wanted something to really show the beauty in this world, the beauty in these characters, and the beauty in choice. We shot with the ARRI Alexa Mini, which is my first time working with it on an actual project. I've played around with it before, but it's my first real time shooting on it. And we shot ARRI RAW open gate 3.7K. And nothing could have ever prepared me for the amount of storage that I would need, even though I thought about it, I planned it out. Nothing could ever prepare me for the amount of storage this film took up. And honestly, I love that. I love that experience, having to really adapt to that. It was really interesting and it was a lot of fun. What wasn't fun was how heavy the ARRI was and how it was really just me and an AC most of the time that would really buy camera because I would never leave the camera alone if I had to walk away. But it was very interesting. Shout out to Justin Kim for being an amazing AC and an amazing person. But we shot with Zeiss CP2 lenses along with a Glimmerglass 1 diffusion filter on the front of the lens for the dream sequences. And we really wanted the film overall to have a very dreamlike aesthetic, wanted to be very painterly. Two words that Summer really said was heightened reality. And that lends itself to the colors, it lends itself to the look of this film. As a colorist, I will always emulate film if I am allowed to, if that's the look that fits the film, if that look is what the director wants, and luckily it was. A lot of the film is shot on sticks. Like again, I said, it's very painterly and everything like that, and that's the look I wanted. So everything kind of felt still, but also story-wise, it made sense that not only are we kind of watching these moments with Daphne, and then we go in for the closer look, and we want to feel very connected to it, so that's why I shot wide a lot of the time, and didn't really shoot long unless you really wanted to feel like an observer in that moment. It's until that final scene with Daphne and Rose where really things kick into gear, and we finally have movement in the film.
Morning.
This is the future?
Cozy, right? I'm Rose. Let me get the business section.
So you know what happens if I come out tomorrow?
I do. There's something you should know first.
We don't really move around that much besides pans and tilts until we get to that final scene, because it's so important to me that we show that this future is moving, this future is alive, this future has movement, and it's something different from everything else we've seen before. It's almost like optimistic in terms of those dolly movements, and that's what I kind of wanted to achieve. I don't know if I did. I don't know if anything I said I actually achieved, but I really hope I did, and I hope it came across that, you know, with that dolly shot, specifically the one when Rose walks over from the cup of coffee to sitting down at the table, that the audience understands this is not the same situation as the other two moments. And this moment here with Rose, it's something different. And it really is one of the most important scenes. It is the most important scene in the film, and that's what lends itself to the cinematography, and it lends itself to the lighting, and really making that a special moment. And overall, I had a good time. It was a film that really pushed me in a lot of different ways, especially working with the ARRI. The final day, we were getting some trouble with the battery, but it was really for a moment. And I don't know if I would really use the ARRI. If I had the opportunity to shoot this again, would I still use the ARRI? Maybe not, because now I know just really what the difference is, but I did really like shooting with the ARRI, and I would look forward to working with it again when, of course, I'm working on more professional productions. And yeah. Thank you so much for listening. I wanted to thank Summer Ward, of course, Ryan Gus, Zoe Milenkovic, John Steinberg, Justin Kim, Eric Cardenas, Ana Sofia Gomez-Rivas-Vasquez, Kennedy Diamond, Josh Scher, and everybody who helped out on this project. I had a great time, and I'm really looking forward to how people react to it and that people enjoy it. And yeah, thank you so much for listening, and have a good day.